That was actually very good. You know what I enjoyed? I enjoyed saying, okay, Norway and Finland, who do we play? I'll scout it. I mean, I wanted to scout other teams. I wanted to see what other people did. So that was always rewarding for me. And to just Bob McKillop, listening to Bob and Frank Martin, they would say things that I'd never heard of. It happens every day. In college basketball, as this game changes, they would say things, oh, I never even thought about that in a game. And I'm sure I was saying things to them, but they were saying, I never thought about that. So that was really, it was a clinic. Frank Martin was my roommate. We stayed in the same dorm room together. And that was rewarding as well. We went to sleep talking about basketball. We woke up talking about basketball and the Russian culture and just the incredible welcoming that Kazan did with this in the World University Games. It was you're in a village with 9,000 of the brightest and the best. They're between the ages of 20 and 25, and they're highlight level athletes and they're university students. And 9,000 of them are walking around speaking all different languages. It was really a very rewarding experience for me just to be a part of it.
Did you learn any Russian?
Spasibo, which means thank you. That was about it. Spasibo. It's very different. It's a different language to learn. You can't even, when you look at the signs, you can't even know what you're talking to. And they were similar with the English language. They did not understand the English language very well either. But many of the other European countries, you can find somebody who couldn't do that.
John, obviously you were gone, but you had contact with the staff, and they were sending you clips of the guys while they were here for a little bit they could be with them. With Derek, obviously this is a different situation, but how much do you revert back to how you guys kind of brought Trey along with the speed or lack of speed in these early stages with him, and not trying to throw too much at him? How do you handle
here's how we handle the summer drills. There's no time limit on it. If we're trying to teach something and I have 10 minutes for it, if we don't have it done in 10 minutes, it keeps going until there's some basic things we want him to learn and the other freshmen that we just gonna, whatever it takes. So yesterday I had 6 things I wanted to accomplish. I accomplished 4 of them, but we wanted to get those 4 in, and then tomorrow we'll go right back with it. But everybody learns at a different speed, and he has showed no different than anyone else. And it's only one time, but the reports from the other coaches were that he was really very coachable, and that's sort of been a theme of all the young men we've been getting lately.
Rob? Going back to the university games, was it weird or unusual coaching some of the other Big Ten guys like Payne and Farrell and Hancock especially?
Yeah. We had a great, anyone that we played against this year, there was a great connection, and there was some ribbing now and then, but it was good. Between Yogi being the point guard, and I recruited Yogi a little bit. Will Sheehy I had recruited as well, so it was good. Aaron White, they were good, and they certainly, some of the things that we ran and I didn't do a lot with the offense. It was more with parts of the defense, but I did do some offensive things. I gave them the names we give them, and so I think that they probably will recognize some of those things if they retain it. And I certainly remembered some things they do well and don't do well, and may keep that in my brain sometime. But it was great. It was a great experience. I mean, it was really good. Hi.
Hi, Coach. I'm from Kansas State, so I was wondering what your impression was of Frank Martin and what some of your experiences ribbing with him were.
No, it was very good. I mean, he and I, we basically, from the time that we were together, I mean, when you look back at it, when I left West Virginia, Bob Huggins went to West Virginia. Frank became the head coach at Kansas State. So there was that connection that we didn't even put together, until we talked about it a little bit. I did think we have a lot of stories of just of basketball and just comparing with things, but I didn't know him like that. Believe me, I know him really well right now, and so it was great. I think that we have a bond right now that will last forever. A lot of inside jokes about our time together, but a bond that will last forever.